welcome. I'm not going to mute you quite yet. We're going to review our materials and I'm going to just recap briefly. So we have our long foam roller. We have my favorite extra long band. Ta-da! Polly is wearing hers like a scarf today. I love it. We have our double balls in the sock, 2 tennis balls in the sock. Yes, Annette. Yes, yes. Twirl them. Twirl them. Okay, and then we have a single tennis ball. We're going to start with massaging the soles of our feet, and I'll talk you through what the plan is for the rest of the class. So stepping on the ball and rolling it, stomp and smush, and you can either step and smush, step on the ball and really knead the foot, or you can lightly roll back and forth, whatever your needs are for today. Right? You want to feel like you're doing something, that it's effective, but not so painful that your neck is like coming up to your ears and you're shrieking. You're not muted right now, so just keep that in mind. Because if you shriek, everyone will hear you, which is fine, but I have my AirPods in, so it'll be really close to my ears. So we'll stay on the same foot after you've done, making sure you get 3 planes of the foot at least, inner, middle, and outer. And then we will stop rolling, place the ball behind the ball of the foot, allowing the toes to drape down without crossing the toes over as they are wont to do. So just allow them to relax without crossing over. And then we'll go from side to side. Pinky toe side and big toe side. So as we do this, I was telling everyone, Angela, that I feel like that, as much as I love that cross the body, cross 3 times around the leg and lasso the foot, the triple X, I feel like it's a little compressive. So I want to be sure that everyone has their setting right to feel like it's effective, but not too much. And I want to spend just enough time on that because I have some other exercises that I thought might be a better fit. So one more set. Then we're going to do our doming. So place the tennis ball just underneath the ball of the foot. Spread the toes wide like a fan. Reach, wrap, lift, and pull. Spread, reach, wrap, lift, and pull. And peek at your knuckles and see which knuckle is not protruding up through the skin like the others. If you have one, maybe they're all even. No, my second one does not. I feel like if you have bunions, the second toe is like, yeah, I'm comfortable where I am. Now we're going to do the other foot. So, kneading the sole of the foot. Any body complaints out of the ordinary today? Any body celebrations? I never asked that, but maybe we should ask. I should start asking that. Any body celebrations today? Oh, good. Yay, good. Good, good, good. I'm trying to think of something, aside from like having my feet rubbed, I think that's my body celebration. That's my pedicure is still my body celebration today. Living and breathing is always a celebration, so. Okay, and then rolling from side to side, tennis ball just behind the ball of the foot. Draping the toes down and arcing the ball, arcing your foot over the ball from side to side. Surprising. Now that I'm using the AirPods, the video, I don't know if any of you watched, it's pretty, I cut out the parts from gyrokinesis where I'm talking to you, but nobody's talking back, so I'm just having this wonderful conversation with myself. It's very bizarre. All right, and then spread, reach, wrap, lift, and pull. So you place the tennis ball under the split of the ball of the foot. Spread your toes wide like a fan. Reach out, wrap, lift, and pull. Spread, reach, wrap, dome, lift, and pull. 2 more times. Spread, reach, wrap, without crossing the toe over, lift, and pull. That's as much as for me as for everybody else. Spread, reach, wrap, lift, and pull. Oi. Okay, we'll do a little glute work. I'm going to mute you now. Actually, before we go down to the floor. Good. Let's stay up and do our bone drops. Forgot about those. So, you're trying to, yes, I know, Deborah. So, trying to align yourself so that you feel like your bones are aligned. And so that when we drop our heels down, you don't feel any additional compression in the low back, because that would be dropping this way. That you don't feel like you're slumping down more and like you don't feel like the drops are causing you to lose any height. You're bringing your awareness to the bottom of the pelvis, to the pelvic floor, to see how the pelvic floor is responding to these vigorous drops. And I know I've said this before, but it really shocked me when I started doing these, like halfway through the pandemic. I was like, wow, I really do feel like I could do a little bit more lift from the inside. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, that's because you're too far back. You've got to bring your weight slightly forward and it's got to stay forward. Yeah. How does that work? Is that better? Yeah. So you have to keep the alignment and stay forward. It's like, speaking of nature shows on your former dog, Polly, it's like you have to be ready to pounce. You want to have your weight forward enough, right? And we've done an excessive number of these, but I think that's good. But I feel like it's a useful postural diagnostic tool for yourself to be like, and how ready am I? How much get up and go do I have in my pelvis, right? So let's just do a few knee bends, stretch out the calves. Ugh. Knee bends can be done a multitude of ways, right? Knees bend forward or hips go back, whichever feels the most comfortable for you. And Angela, I'm looking at your left foot and it's really wrapping in this way relative to the right one. This one. It's like the toes are like swirling in a lot. Yeah, there you go. Good. And Deborah, just be sure that you're not kind of bringing this with you. I mean, because if you bring this with you, it's really hard to maintain good posture. And I like the versions you're doing. She's doing kind of a couple of these and a couple of these, and great. Just mix it up. And Pam is laughing hysterically. It looks like it's hilarious. Okay, come to the floor. Ball. Okay. Scrubbing the glutes. So of course I didn't plan this very well, so my ball is the same color as my pants. Hi, sweet doggy. Up and down, up and down, up and down. I know, the doggy toy. So you're basically scrubbing up and down using your body weight. Long leg. Just trying to get some circulation going up and down. I know you're driving the doggy crazy. She's like, oh my gosh, Deborah's dog is in heaven. She's like, oh my gosh, tennis balls. She, right? She or he? She, okay. Oh, cute. Oh yeah, Gus. He's not going to be able to come. He'll stay, of course, in the class. He'll be our class mascot, but he won't be able to come to the news studio. Change sides. Oh man. Mostly we can use this also as a diagnostic tool to just be like, how am I today? How are the pieces? And then it's a little bit later for you, so you're just like, yeah. Do you eat lunch Annette, before or do you eat after? Oh, remember I can't hear you, so you have to, it's like charades. You just say, or you unmute yourself. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, good. Because, I mean, abdominals are hard to do after lunch, but we do what we have to do, of course. Okay, single tennis ball out of the way, double tennis balls. We're going to get them. You're going to stay lying down to this, on either side of the sacrum. So the flat bone where the spine meets the pelvis and goes down to the tailbone. So we're going to start at the tailbone, going up and down, rocking, and then we're going to gradually work our way up, and we're going to do some knee, windshield wiper knees. So I like to start this, although Polly and Pam, you're already lying down all the way. I feel like this is much more effective when you do it sitting upright, because then you can feel like you're in one of those hammock swings, right? And you can go really feel around up and down and get some rounding in the low back. Then, after a few passes like that, you're going to find there's a little notch, which I'm having a hard time finding today. So above the tailbone, at the the bottom of the sacrum. So you'll feel when you slowly come up that there's a little notch there where the balls can kind of set in. From there, feel your body in a relatively comfortable upright position. Your shoulders can come up to your ears. Just try not to totally lock into your elbows, people. Yeah. So feet are going to be flat on the floor, about hip socket distance apart. And you're going to stare at your pelvis and make sure it doesn't go anywhere. And you're going to just sway your knees from side to side. So it's going to be a small move because we want to keep the pelvis still. Deborah, you look shocked. Right? So you're going to stare at your pelvis and be like, hey, does my pelvis want to roll off the balls when I bring them to one side? Or can my legs kind of glide? So one leg will look longer than the other knee. So as you sway your knees to the right knee will be beyond the left, and vice versa. Just do one more set here. So this is differentiating the pelvis and the legs because they get really bound up. So we want to try and get a sense of pelvic stability. There we go, keep moving. We're going to scrub up and down. We're just going to do one more at the sacrum, and then we're going to go to the mid-lower back. So right now this is a shirt eating zone where the balls start to eat your shirt. So we're more to the back of the pelvis rather than close to the tailbone. And then you're going to settle with the balls at the bottom of the pelvic crest in the back. So the top of the sacrum, there's a little notch right before you go over the pelvic bones to the low back. Everyone finding this spot? No? So it's more towards the top here. You can see those nice red spots. So here are the pelvic bones here, and it's right below that. So you've scrubbed up and down a few times there, and you can feel like there's a little place where the balls can rest in, and you'll do the same knee sways from side to side. Staring at your pelvis, seeing how much the pelvis is having to adjust. I'm noticing at this level that my pelvis likes to move my hips up and down. So my right hip likes to come up towards my armpit, and then my left hip likes to come up. So we're trying to keep long on both sides of the waistline and adjust the movement of the legs accordingly so that you can maintain that. And this is working the small spine stabilizers and pelvic stabilizers. One more time. Great. Coming down, lying down, coming just to the bottom of the rib cage. And it's kind of hard to do at this level. You can either be up on your elbows, or I'm pushing my elbows into the mat and lifting my hips up. And I'm just kind of rocking forward and backwards. Up a little higher, Deborah, so instead of being on your low back, you're at your bottom of your rib cage. So I'm choosing this level so that we can have a sense of ungluing the diaphragm, the breathing diaphragm in the back. And you want to be in a rounded position in your low back rather than arching, but as much as tolerated. So you want to feel relatively comfortable, and you're using the heels, a sense of pulling the heels towards you and pushing with the feet to help you rock yourself. And then you'll lay your pelvis down if you can. If not, place your hands underneath your pelvis. So palms are down, backs of the hands are underneath your glutes, and then you're going to sway your knees from side to side. And same directive, the pelvis and the spine are staying still. So Deborah, you're going to keep the connection with the balls even. Deborah's in the hot seat, Pam. Aren't you relieved? Yes, and Annette, she's also relieved. So you might really notice that you have to reduce the range of motion quite significantly. If you're placing your hands underneath your pelvis, you can really get, so on the back of the pelvis, like you're sitting on your hands, you can really feel, if the shoulders tolerate this, you can really feel how one side of the pelvis wants to off weight versus the other side. Yeah. Last set. Come center, bridge up, take the balls away, and roll on down. Ah, feels unique and interesting. You stay right there. Don't get up. You're lying down. Just stay right there, Annette. Head down. I'll tell you what to do. Enjoy. Relax. Okay. Let's do our figure 4 stretch. We'll do it lying down today since we're already here. So crossing the right ankle over the left thigh. Bring the left thigh towards you and reach your right arm in between the legs, and the left arm will go outside the left and around the back. So you're holding here. So your one hand, yes, Annette. So the opposite hand, so the right hand goes in between, the left hand goes around the outside, and then you pull the left thigh towards your chest. So you're holding your left thigh. Your other left thigh. You have to take it off the floor. So we're going to be holding like this. Through, around, grab behind, stretch. Oh, I moved just in time. Sorry for you to. Right ankle over the thigh. Right hand through the space. Hold the left thigh with both. Yeah, there you go. You got it. And pull. It's a great arm exercise. And you can rock from side to side for a little bit. Just don't roll over. So we're stretching the right hip and haunch, if you will. You might also feel a stretch in your back. All right, unwind yourself, put the left foot down, let go. Change sides. Left ankle over the right thigh. Left hand goes through the space between the legs. Lift the right leg up. I push with my foot to give it a little jump. And then right hand around the outside of the right thigh. Ooh, man. So remember that feeling that you had when you were doing your knee sways with the balls in your pelvis. And that feeling of evenness through your pelvis. Good. Nice, Angela. You can bend your elbows, Angela, and try and relax your shoulders. Give in to gravity. Yeah. Ah, this is tight, huh, Angela? Yeah. Oh, yeah. You'll be happy to hear, everyone, that Angela is feeling it today. Okay. It's not just me. So let's, if you Let's stop rocking if you're rocking. Unwind. We'll stay here and do some bridging. No band, just bridging. So, hands by your sides, palms facing down. We're going to do 4 bridges with the arms down, then we're going to reach up, take a break, do some scapular glides, and then we'll do some bridging with the arms up. So, just organizing myself here. Okay. So, take a moment to reach your fingertips long on either side of your body. The feet are in line with the hip sockets, so about 2 to 3 inches apart. Knees are pointing straight up to the ceiling. You have a small curve in your low back, and you're going to take a deep breath into the abdominal wall. And exhale, let it soften down. 2 more breaths like this. Inhaling, and as you exhale, start to feel that pelvic floor elevation, like we did on our bone drops, our heel drops. Breathing in, and noticing when you elevate the pelvic floor, the lower abdominals start to kind of be pulled up with it. We're going to ride that sensation on our next exhale and use it to tip the pelvis and go into a small bridge, rolling up as high as you'd like. Inhale at the top and exhale, roll down. We'll do double breathing for this one. Inhale at the bottom, expanding into the abdominal wall, and breathe into the backs of the ribs, and exhale, soften the abdominal wall, pelvic floor, abdominals, tilt the pelvis, and you roll up through the spine as high as you feel comfortable today. Inhale at the top and exhale, roll down, articulating through the vertebra of the spine. Inhale at the bottom, expanding 3-dimensionally. Exhale, softening and elevating the pelvic floor, tipping the pelvis and rolling up. Inhale at the top and exhale to roll down. And that, bring your feet closer to you, because that's going to make it more, it's going to be less challenging for your hamstrings. We'll do more hamstring work later, I promise. Roll up, last time. And exhale, roll down. Good. Once you're down, you're going to reach your arms up to the ceiling with the palms facing each other, aligning the bones vertically so that your elbows are straight but unlocked. And you're going to inhale, reach your arms up to the ceiling like you're sliding them into toaster slots on the ceiling. And then exhale, slide the arms back down and out. Inhale, reach your arms up. Feel the shoulder blades spreading wide apart and the back of the rib cage dropping into the mat. And exhale, keep the weight of the back of the ribs as you slide the shoulder blades back down with a hugging sensation. Hugging the shoulder blades to the rib cage. 2 more times. Inhale, reaching up. And exhale, sliding back down. And 1 more time. Inhale, reaching up. Keeping the back of the neck long, and exhale, sliding back down. Okay. We're going to build on this. So we're going to inhale, reach up. Exhale, slide the shoulder blades down, and you're going to bridge up. Inhale at the tops, keep the arms where they are, and exhale, roll back down. Once your pelvis is down, you inhale, reach your arms up to the ceiling, shoulder blades spread wide apart. Exhale, shoulder blades slide down to pelvic floor, tip the pelvis, roll on up into your bridge. Inhale at the top, and exhale, roll back down. 2 more times like this. So you inhale, reach your shoulder blades up on the inhale, reaching your hands up. Exhale, slide the arms back down to the start position, and then build on that, rolling through the pelvis and bridging up and with the arms up. At the top, you'll keep your arms where they are, breathe in, feel the backs of the ribs dropping more down into the floor, and exhale, soften through the front of the body, keep the hips lifted as long as possible, and roll all the way down. Good. 1 more time. Inhale, reach your arms up to the ceiling. Shoulder blades spread wide. Exhale, slide the arms back down, shoulder blades back down and together, and then start to roll up through the pelvis and the spine. Hips are in the air in a bridge. Inhale at the top. Breathing into the back of the rib cage, keeping the arms where they are, and exhale, rolling all the way back down. Okay. Bring the arms down, roll over onto your side. We're going to come up and get some props going. Band. Roller. So, let's actually, okay, this is a good time for us to set our loop. Figure out the loop situation here. So, stand. Please. Fold your band in half. And take the loose ends, the free ends, you're going to hold them in your hand, and the folded half is going to be down on the floor. Then you're going to stand on the halfway point with your foot, which gets a little sticky, but approximately. And so now we're going to use this as a measuring tool. Where are we back? We're back. Okay, we're back. So you're standing on that and you're pulling the band up, and you're going to measure to your armpit. So slide your hand up in your armpit. So I'm sliding my hand up the outside of my body, and there's my marker when my hand reaches my armpit. I'm pulling it so that it's taut, but without any extra pull. So that it's not loose and dangly, but it's fully extended. And this is your marker. Right, it's not stretched at all. There's a little bit of play here. And if you have found this to be very compressive previously, slide your hand up and over to the top of the shoulder instead. Okay? If you have felt like you haven't had enough pressure, you'll stick underneath the armpit. And we're just marking where we're going to tie the knot. So I'm going to do underneath my armpit today. So you hold that part and take your foot off of the loop. And now what you're going to do is, my fist is where my mark is. I need to tie the knot around. So I'm bringing the short side around, and I'm going to grab a finger and pull it through. So you're trying to keep that mark. So depending on your height, you may have a hand's distance, maybe you have a forearm's distance, so here's your deal. What happened to your band? Oh, it's there. Okay, good. I was like, oh no. She's like, I'm done. I got it. So from here, we're just going to use the loop now, but now it should be set to the right length for your body. And if, as we go, you feel like it's too tight or too loose, so you can just quickly move them, well, quickly meaning you get to undo your knot and slide the knot down a little bit to make it tighter, or up towards the free dangly ends, the tassel end, to make it looser. Okay, so we have that. We're going to sit back down, if you're not already sitting. Bring the roller. Bring the roller. And we're going to use the band at the feet. So flat around the sole of the foot, the toes can be free. Boink, 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 boink. And if you, I'm going to take a moment, because everybody's freezing. Let me take a moment to redo my internet. Hold on. roller behind your pelvis. You've got the band around the soles of the feet with the knot pointing towards you. That's not super important. You're going to stretch the band. Yeah, both feet, and you're going to stretch the band apart. It's like we're going to be horseback riding on an incredibly small horse. Like so small that we're sitting on the floor. So, you're going to grip up just below your knees or maybe halfway down your shin. And the roller behind the back I thought was going to be supportive, but it's not. So we're just going to ditch it. No, it's not, because it keeps rolling away. Man, okay. So we're going to sit up really tall. We have two versions of this. We have a round back version and we have a flat back version. So knees are bent to start, whoever you are, whichever version you're doing. And you're stretching your legs wide apart. So they're going to be as wide as the outsides of your hips. And you're able to pull yourself up and use the band to help you relax the fronts of your hips. So from here, we're all going to do this version first. You're going to keep your hands where they are and lean back and straightening your arms. And then you're going to pull with your arms and sit up. Yes, so nice flat back. So the hands, you can even touch above your knees, keeping them where they are, reaching back and coming up. Exhale to hinge back. Keep the knees bent, people. And keep the backs of the heels pressing down into the floor. And back. This is also good exercise for your grip. And up. 2 more times. Back. And up. And 1 more time. Back. And up. Stick with this version. We'll do 4 more, or you can do a round version, so which means keeping the length of your spine so we don't want to shrink down. And you're going to do the same action as our bridging, rolling sequentially, and you'll feel your legs start to lengthen a little bit, and then you'll pull on up. So instead of keeping your spine flat, you're starting to roll through the pelvis, and we're trying to keep a sense of both widening through the legs and pelvic floor elevation. As we exhale, curl back, inhale, roll up, and 1 more time, curling back, and rolling. Okay, undo take a break from the grip 1 second and just sit. You can butterfly, reach forward, whatever you feel to relax your legs. It's hard to sit like this. Do a little arm work. Get yourself back to our regularly scheduled programming. Hold just above the knee. No. Hold so that your arms are straight to start. Legs will still be bent. If straight feels better for you, that works. But we want to be upright on your sit bones. So you're going to lean back so that your abdominals are challenged, or you'll curl back slightly. Then you're going to turn your palms to face out to the side, so that you turn your thumbs in and down, and bend your elbows and pull and return. Yep. Pull back, keeping the elbows below the shoulders, and return. Pull back and return. Pam, you know this really well from your rowing machine. Pull back and return. Exhale to pull. Inhale. This is for your shoulders. Exhale. Nice, people. 1 more time. Inhale and sit up. Either straighten the legs or come to relax in some way. And we're going to do another set. Good, Annette. Good. Bend the knees. Sit up tall. Get a grip. Lean or curl back. So just a little bit. So you're to the back of the sit bones. You're not on your low back. We're not going super far. The closer we are to vertical, the easier it is for your neck. The farther back you are, the harder it is for the neck. Now we're going to do single arm pulling and twisting. So you're going to pull back with the palm facing down towards the floor, and then pull and twist. Pull from the elbow like I'm grabbing you from the crook of your elbow. I'm standing behind you. I'm grabbing you from the crook of your elbow, and I'm gently pulling you back on a diagonal opposite from your front arm. You want to feel the initiation of the pull from the abdominals and the back of the shoulder blade. One more set after this time. So right arm pulls and left arm pulls. Good, reach forward and sit up. Stretch your legs out long. Sit forward however you feel comfortable. Great, we'll take a break from this. We're going to come back to it. We are going to get our roller going. How are we? 10. Okay. You're going to go ahead and lie down on your back. Keep your band handy. Okay. Once you're on your back, you're going to bridge up and place the roller underneath your pelvis. If you don't like having the roller underneath your pelvis, Polly, yeah, switch to blankets. And Polly, I think you're still unmuted, so you can, if you wouldn't mind muting yourself before you get settled. So we're lying down, we have the roller underneath the pelvis, so you're in a supported bridge. You want to be sure that the roller is not on your low back. You don't want to feel like the roller is causing you to arch your tailbone down around the roller, that the sacrum and the tailbone are being supported. So you're pretty much at that spot, that notch that we found at the top of the tailbone, midway through the sacrum, so that the pelvis is levitated in a slight curl, so that your hip bones are on a slight up diagonal in line with the thighs. Hold the roller with both hands on either side, or over the top is fine too. It feels more comfortable for me to have the backs of my arms on the floor and hold the sides of the roller. You'll fold your right leg into tabletop and notice any pelvic changes that occur, and try to keep your pelvis level and even. Take an inhale. As you exhale, find that pelvic floor elevation. And so now you can give into gravity a little bit, because gravity is going to help you bring the pelvic floor towards your ribs. Find some tone in the abdominals and bring the other leg up into tabletop. Voila! Ta-ta-ta. Relax your feet. Do a little foot dance. Okay. Yeah. And you're going to keep your knees bent to 90 degrees. You're going to keep your ankles relaxed. Good. So that you can feel the toes dropping down. And now we're in Palm Springs, y'all. We're right by the deck of the pool. We're going to dip our toes into the water. We have this roller because we don't want to get any picks on the bathing suit. You know how the pool side, like, cause your swimsuit to pill, so we don't want any pilling. So, and there's a nice comfy towel, so don't worry, the pool deck is super comfortable. And you're going to dip your right toe down into the water, over the edge of the pool and into the water, and up. And then the other toe taps down. How's the water? And up. This is part of our Busby Berkeley synchronized swimming number. Exhale to go down. Up. Good. So you're finding some roundness and using gravity to keep the low spine from arching too much. Let's pull the pubic bone towards your rib cage as the toe taps down. And toe tap, I mean, the water is where you feel it, okay? You don't have to touch the floor. Pam, I'm talking to you because the roller proportionally is much higher for you than it is for other people. Last time. And then we have to moisturize our heels. So you flex your ankles and we're going to dip our heels into the water or towards the water. You don't have to go all the way down. You should feel this in your abdominals. And now that we're tapping the heels down, you'll feel it, the abdominals working up a little higher, more underneath the rib cage. Because we want to keep those low ribs dropping down towards the floor. One at a time. One at a time, Annette. We're still alternating right and left. She's doing doubles. That's our next trick. Exhale down, inhale up. Last time. Ending with your left. First, stretch your legs up to the ceiling. or until your legs are straight, and you want to be able to give into gravity. And look at your feet and flex your ankles and then point your ankles. Flex your ankles and point your ankles. Does this make you feel super flexible? Flex, Simone Biles. Eat your heart out. Flex and point and flex and point. 2 more times. Flex and point. Nice, people. Flex and point. Okay, from here, bend your knees. We're going to do double leg toe taps. So we're back to our toes. You're going to inhale, reach your toes down, and exhale, pull the knees in. Inhale, toes reach into the water, and exhale, pull them out. It's cold. Inhale, reach down, and exhale, pull. Get out of there. It's cold. Pulling from your abdominals. You know that feeling when you go into the ocean and it's freezing? You really feel your pelvic floor lift up then. Woo! Freezing. So cold. 2 more times. Good. 1 more time. Good. Place the left foot all the way down. Straighten your right leg up to the ceiling. Flex your leg. Lower with a flex. Stand on your left foot. Point and come up. Flex and lower. Stand on your left leg. Point and come up. Flex, go down. Stand on your left leg. Point and come up. Last time. Flex, go down. Stand on your left leg. Point and come up. Fold the leg in, put the leg down, change sides. Left leg comes up through the tabletop, straight up to the ceiling. Flex the ankle. Lower the left leg down. Stand on the right leg. Point and come up. Flex. We're doing just straight leg up and down. Flex and go down. Stand on your right leg. Point the left foot. Come up. Flex at the top. Lower down. Stand on your right leg. Point the left foot. Come up. 1 more time. Flex and go down. Stand on the right leg. Point and come up. Okay. Fold the leg in. So both feet are on the floor. Bridge up enough to let the roller come out of you towards your feet, and then roll down slowly through the spine. Okay, great. And just sway your knees from side to side. You can allow your pelvis to move this time. So you can initiate the motion of the pelvis and the spine with the legs. Releasing any tension in the low back and the sacrum. Okie dokie. Roll over onto your side. Come on up. Okay. All right. We're going to do the triple X loop today. And again, just be mindful of your compression forces here. So if you need to take a break and just undo the loop, that's fine. So to get ourselves set up, you place the tassel behind the back. You will do your right leg first. I'm going to do my left leg. So you have a tassel, the tassel in the back, you have a necklace. You put your right arm through, and now you have a sash. I'm big on costumes, in case you couldn't tell. Then you're going to cross the loop in front of the right leg and bring the right leg all the way through the loop. Then, yes. Right, so this is where we get to it. We got to get wrapped up. Yes, so we got to wrap up first. Yeah, so we're going to do all the X's and then we're going to adjust. I'll tell you how to do that. Yes, thank you. So we're going to get we have a cross behind the leg, pull through, cross in front, lasso around the sole of the foot. And then everyone, it's very loose. So once you've got your X's in the front, X's in the back, or X's in the front, back and front, lasso around the sole of the foot, everyone with me? You guys are really fast at this. Then from here, I'll wait for Polly. You're in. So let me just rewind and be sure we have all of our X's here. So we did a necklace. We did a sash. We crossed in front of the right leg. We put the right leg all the way through the loop. We cross behind the right leg. We pull the loop, pull the leg through the loop. Yeah, cross behind, pull the leg through the loop. And then we cross in front. And then we lasso the sole of the foot. And then it is loose. And this is when pull up evenly on either side and adjust the tension so that you're with the knee bent, so that you're making it tighter on the bottom and looser on the top. So now I have some play here. And we're going to go on to sideline without the roller today. We're going to lie on our side all the way down. Okay, so here we are, lying on our side. It's just like you're lying on your back, except you're lying on your side. So the strap is coming in between the breast tissue, across the back, across in front of the hip. You don't feel the cross behind because the knee is bent, and you might not be aware of the cross in front, but you feel that this isn't too horrible. From here, you're going to float the leg up so that the legs are apart, like you're in a squat. And then you're going to stretch the leg out in line with your body and bend your knee in. So the knees will be stacked up vertically and push out and bend. And push out. And yeah, hand can be here, hand can be on your hip. And push out. And in. So how's the pressure feeling for people? Is this feeling okay? On the bottom neck? It's fine. It's not great. Polly, I might want to skip this. Then come up and down. If you need to take some pressure off the neck, you can pull the band up and down so that it loosens the pressure on the neck. Up, and you have to hold it down. Up and down. Up and down and up and down. One more time. Up and down. And then make sure your leg is in line with your hip. You're going to swing the leg forward. The tension will loosen slightly. You're going to swing the leg back and up. Forward and back. Point the foot and go up. Forward and flex. And point back and up. I like doing this one with the band because I can feel how my body, I can feel the band pressing against the front of my body, and it reminds me not to just totally relax forward, that I want to keep some tone in the front. Okay, bend the knee in, push on up. We'll do the other side. You guys are so fast at this. It's great. Okay, come to our necklace. We go from our necklace to our sash. Left hand through the loop. Cross the band in front of the left leg. Put the foot through the band. Cross behind. Pull the foot through the band, the leg through the band. And then cross in front. Stirrup the sole of the foot, and then pull up the band, tightening the crosses so that the lower leg feels tighter and you have some slack in the upper. We lie on our side. So you're going to lie on your side just like you were lying on your back with our knees bent. And the band is in between the breast tissue. It might not stay there. And if you need to get some slack on your shoulder, you just pull the band with your arm. Okay, which will make your legs work harder. So it's an interesting little conundrum there. So float the top leg up so it's in line with the hip. Foot is flexed. And then you're going to straighten the leg in line with your body and bend in. Push out. Top hand can be on the hip or it can be on the mat. Push out. Notice in any difference in your neck and head if it's more comfortable for you to keep your head up on this side versus the other side. and in, out, and in. We're staying parallel, Deborah, so do it a little bit lower. Yeah. Out, and in. One more time. Out and in. And in. Then we're going to push out and stay out. Leg lifts. Lift up and down. Stay parallel, Annette, so that you're going to reduce your range of motion quite significantly. So the toes are going to point towards me because you're going to run into a limit if you keep your hips stacked up here. Because I can turn out my leg and open my hip, and then it's like, woo, I just keep going, right? We're going to use the pelvis as a limiter for the leg. Yeah, there we go. And now you feel the outside of your hip working. I'm waiting for your vigorous nodding of approval. Yes, 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 we feel it. We feel the burn. This is for the gluteus medius, meaning medium. Last time. And down. Then we'll bring the leg up in line with the side of the pelvis, swing the leg forward, and point and reach back and up. Swing forward and back and up. As you swing the leg forward, feel the sit bone reaching in the opposite direction. This is for the glute max, glute medius when we go to the back. Really try and go behind yourself. Two more times. Good, people. One more time. And back and up. Okay, bend the knee. Oh, come on up. I really feel that more, significantly more on my right side. Come on out of it. Come back to your necklace pose. It's the newest, the latest yoga prop pose. Necklace pose. Okay. All right. So, we have 4 minutes. Can we do this other band origami situation? We'll see. I think we can do it. So, we can do it sitting down because then we're going to come into all fours kneeling. So you put your feet on the band with the knot up. Yeah, we got it. You pull the knot through and snug up the band. So the knot's towards my pubic bone and the length of the band is in between my heels and my pelvis. Then you're going to take the band, wrap it, lift the right heel up, wrap the band underneath the heel, and have the band point out to the outside. So now you've got your right foot looped. It's looped, yeah, the band is wrapped around. Then you do the same thing on the left foot. Lift the left heel up, wrap the band underneath the foot in front of the heel, and now the band's pointing to the outside. Yeah. And then you're gonna hold close to your ankles and then walk your feet over towards you so the band will go, you've moved the band from in between your pelvis and your heels to on the outside of your feet. So that the knot is in the front. And you have to go from under to over. Okay, Deborah's got it. Angela's got it. And so this is Polly. Let me just show you real quick. So, just from the beginning, just to be sure, so we can check our work. Band is underneath the soles of the feet. Up, and my AirPods kicked out. Can you hear me? So, standing on the band. Knot comes towards your pelvis. The band is wrapped over the arch of the foot. Lift the right heel up. Put the band underneath the sole of the foot. The band is pointing the outside. Lift the left heel up. Wrap the left side band underneath the sole of the foot, and now the band is pointing out to the side. Pull it so that it's like a straight line, and the knot's in between almost in between your heels. Hold the band close to the arch of your foot, and walk your feet over the band towards you, so now the band's on the outside. And then put your hands in the band Come on to all fours. Ah! There you go. Keeping the band wrapped around the sole of the foot. I have to rescue Pam from audio menu purgatory. Okay, there she is. Now I can see her. We're on all fours kneeling. Let's actually hold the band. The band is across the meat of the palm with the thumb here. And the band is now underneath the palm of your hand. So I'm pushing down into my hand to hold the band in place. We got it. We're here! Congratulations, people. We're not here. And if you're not here, all good. Reach your right leg back and pull it in. Reach your left leg back. Like you're going to go into a push-up pose. And in. Float the back of the head up. Keep the back of the head nice, the back of the neck nice and long. Reach out. And come in. Good. And reach back. And come in. Reach out with your right leg. Stay there. Reach out with your left leg. Come into your plank. Pull the right leg back in. And then the left leg pulls in. Start with the whole thing with the left. Left leg reaches out into your push-up position, plank position. Right leg reaches back. Left leg comes in. Right leg comes in. So you're trying to keep your pelvis and spine totally still and just move the legs out and in. Start with the right. Exhale, reach out right. And then left. Right leg comes in. Left leg comes in. Good. Start with the left. Exhale, reach the the left leg out. Then the right. And then the left. And then the right. From here, sit back. Walk your hands in. Stand up. So press the feet down. This is new. Hold the band in your hands. Hands, not hams. And we're going to do some push-ups. Pushing down with the feet. So pushing forward in line with the shoulders and in. Push forward and in. Push forward and in. Lift your chest up, Annette. Lengthen the back of your neck. Reach forward and in. 3 more times. Push forward and in. Wall push-ups will be good. And in. Oh yeah, good. Holly, out and in. One more time. Push out and in. All right. Just drop the band. Come on to standing and walk yourself out of the band. We're only a few minutes late. Just take a moment to feel your weight on the feet. Spread your feet wide into the floor, ground to the toes. Feel your bones aligning vertically, collarbones wide and open. We work the shoulders, we work the abs, we work the legs, we work the hips. I think we did it all. Thank you. And unmute yourselves, and I'll see you in a second.